Hello everyone and welcome to ITLS Academy Empower the Youth. So today in this lecture we will going to understand what is safety, health and environmental management system and what is actually SHE management system is. So in the previous lecture we have already seen the overview of safety, health and environmental, how it is related to any pharmaceutical industries, what is the impact of any hazardous chemical or ingredient in any pharmaceutical industries and why safety is very much important. So we have all discussed about the introduction part, about the definitions part, and how safety play a very important role for the employees that are working in any pharmaceutical industry. So in this particular lecture we will going to understand the management part, that what is actually SHMS is. SHMS means the safety and health management system. So as we all are aware that management system is nothing but it is a systematic approach. Okay, whenever you want to manage safety, whenever you want to manage any health activities, okay, with the help of a occupational safety and health program, even the policies, even you have an objective also. So it is nothing but it is a systematic approach. Okay, whenever you want to manage the safety and the health activities. Okay, so it is very important for any pharmaceutical industries to have a management system, because whenever you have a management system, so yes, you have something in it, that is a systematic approach. Means whenever you have anything uh, okay. So, as I was telling you that this safety and health management system, it simply means that it is a integral part or an important part of any organization. Since we are talking about the pharmaceutical industry, so it is very important for a pharmaceutical industries to have this kind of management. So what are the objectives that health, safety and management system basically covers? So basically it covers the health and safety work organization and policy in the company. Second, it also covers or have an objective of planning the process for accident and health prevention. Okay, so in the previous lecture already we have discussed this in detail. Second part of the organization or the management system is to practices those things that is under the GMP guidelines. Okay, means the practices, even the procedures that you are using, the resources that you are using for developing any particular drug. So that drug should that a procedure, that practices, that resources should be properly reviewed, and it should be properly maintain the occupational safety and health policy. So it is very important and one of the most important part of any integral part of any organization. So that is written here, that is SHMS, that is safety and health management system. It is a systematic approach to managing the safety, the health activities by integrating the occupational safety and health programs, policies, objective into organizational policies and procedure. Okay, so it is a set of a safety and health program component that interact in an organized way. So see, every companies have number of employees in it. Okay, so it is the duty of the organization, it is the duty of the industries to pay attention to the safety and health of their employment. So time to time what they do, they give the training sessions to the employee whenever any new equipment is launched in a industries, okay, for making of any pharmaceutical product. So how to use that particular equipment or machineries, training session is there. Whenever you want to deal they want to deal with any hazardous chemicals, so again training sessions are regularly given to the employees so that they should be aware of the new technologies or new equipments that is going to be used in a particular industry. So now by doing this, you can make a safety for the employment. Now again, what is the reason? We have already discussed that safety and health management system, what they do, they reduces the number and severity of work related, that is accidents and illness. So since whenever a company have the management system, okay, let's say any pharmaceutical industries, if it have a safety and health management system, so what actually it is doing, it is just reducing the accidents, it is just reducing it is just reducing the illness. Managers and employees can work together, protective approach should be there. So what is the benefit here, what is the benefit of using this management system? So as already told you that this management system, the benefits are fewer lost work days, lower workers compensation cost, and higher employee morale and productivity. So these are the benefits of using the management system. So again, this management system is the system that it covers the entire gambit of the employer's occupational health and safety. So it is very important to enroll a management system in any of the industries. Okay, so this is the question, this is the answer for the why. Now this third slide says that safety and health and safety policies. So what is basically health and safety policy is? So as you can see in the diagram, safety policy, safety risk management, safety assurance, and safety promotions. So this is the policies. So it is a document which set out an organizational approach and commitment of health and safety. It should explain how you and as an employer will manage the health and safety in the business, and details who does what and when. Okay, so this is very important for any organizational, that it should have a perfect work plan or a perfect work policy, that how a particular employee will work, how a particular employee is assigned a particular work, means which employee is assigned to which type of work. So depending upon the capability, depending upon their experience, the work is distributed within the among the employers and employees, and it is the duty of the organizational just to check the safety and health of all the employees working in that particular company or industry. So the first thing says the risk management, safety risk management. So whenever there is any particular machine or equipment or any devices is there, so there should be certain thing, मतलब कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें बनानी चाहिए इंडस्ट्री को कि यस अगर बाय चांस कुछ रिस्क हो जाता है तो उस रिस्क को हम कैसे मैनेज करेंगे. Okay, if there is any illness or any injury happens, then how to deal with that injury. So this is again one of the policies that every industry should have. Second is quality safety assurance, means a company should give the assurance related to safety to the employees. Safety promotions should be there. So all these things should be incorporated within the organizational. So as you can see this diagram, it is a diagram that shows how safety management system basically work. So safety management system basically work, as you can see in this diagram, it has a safety policies and objective, as you can see. So it is further divided into safety risk management and safety assurance. So what are the objectives? So objective already we have covered that. What are the objectives? The first is the health and safety work organization and policy in a company. So this is again one of the important thing for any management or industry to have the assurance of giving the safety. Then it is further divided into the safety risk management, okay, and safety assurance. So these two are again is the subdivision of safety policy and objective, means how you will deal with any risk if it comes in between. So what are the precautions that a company should be taken? Okay, and how you give assurance to the people working in a particular industry. So these the things is comes under the safety management system. Okay, now here one thing I am again and again using that is very much important. What is occupational thing? Why it is used in this particular diagram? Means as you are able to see that in the first slide also I have used the word occupational safety and health management system. So I just want everyone to leave their answers in the comment section below. What is actually this occupational safety health management system is? Okay, now let's move further and let's see the components of safety management systems, and the components how they have their particular elements. So the first component is safety policy and objective. Okay, so the first one is the safety policy and objective. So the element is here is management commitment, safety accountability and responsibility, appointment of key safety personnel, coordination of emergency response planning, safety management system and documentation. So see, in this particular thing, we have just want to explain you, I just wanted to explain you what is actually safety policy and objective is. So see, first of all, these are the elements of the safety management system, and we have already discussed about what is a safety I'm just blank screen, yes. So we have already discussed one thing, that is the safety management system. Okay, so what is actually safety management system? So safety management system, it is a systematic approach of managing the safety, including the necessarily organizational structure, the accountabilities, the policies and the procedure. Okay, so one thing is there that this whole thing, the element, they are represented in the form of PDCA cycle. Okay, PDCA cycle. Now let us understand what is PDCA cycle is. Okay, so as already told you that PDCA cycle is nothing but it is a type of a cycle that have a full form, that is first is P, that is P stands for plan. Okay, P stands for plan. Now the second term is the D. D is do. Third is C. C for check. And the last one is A, that is act. So that is the reason it is known as PDCA cycle. So what is PDCA cycle? It is a cycle that covers the plan, that covers the do, that covers the check, and at last it covers the act. Okay, so this type of a concept are also used in many other standards, like you have heard about ISO 9001, and the second is ISO 14001. So in this also this PDCA cycle is actually used. So what actually is P? Means how you make a plan to work in a particular industries, means how to manufacture a particular drug. So before making the particular drug, plan is made, then how to execute that plan, do is there, how you do that plan, means how you do the work to perform that plan. Then comes your check, जो आपने कर लिया अब आप उसको check करते हो, is there any risk associated to it or not, quality is maintained, is there any microbial attack or not, so you do checking. and at last you make an act. Okay, so that is the whole scenario of PDCA cycle is. Now the PDCA cycle is basically have the component like safety, policy and organizing, that is the safety and health policy. So what is actually a safety health policy is? Okay, the first one, as you can see here, I'm just talking about the first one, that is this one. So safety and health policy is, it is a documented and clear statement that shows the commitment of top management about the safety and health within the organization at all levels. Now comes the organizing for safety, that covers the this safety and policy part only. So it gives the framework of safety rules, roles and responsibility at all the level, means whether it's a manpower, then whenever a safety culture is concerned, whenever there is a based behavior based safety is there, emergency. Okay, and what are the responses, what should be the first aid should be taken, that comes out under the safety and policy and objective. Now comes the second, that is the risk. Risk is very much important pillar, or you can say the important element of the safety management system. So the risk, it identify any hazard, means whenever you want to identify the hazards, so safety risk management is there, that check the hazard identification, or you can say that do the hazard identification. Then comes the safety risk assessment and mitigation, so that also comes under the safety risk management. Then safety assurance, safety performance monitoring and measurement, management of change, continuous improvement of SMS. So it is nothing कि मतलब स्टार्टिंग में ही आपने एक SMS बना लिया, एक मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम बना लिया और आप सालों तक ही उसी पे वर्क कर रहे हो, नहीं. सो एवरी टाइम मीन्स देयर शुड बी you can say there should be a continuous checking of SMS also. मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम को भी आप कंटिन्यूस चेक करते हो, आप कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट्स बनाते हो. क्यों ज़रूरत है इम्प्रूवमेंट बनाने की? सिंपल है, वेन एवर यू हैव एनी न्यू आइडिया और एनी न्यू इक्विपमेंट और एनी न्यू procedure you are going to perform, so it is a duty of the management team to check the new equipment, to check the new machines and check the new procedure. So on the basis of that there should be a continuous improvement of SMS also. Then if there is any change, so the management should check the change and just check whether the change is good for the company or not, means whether this change does not have any hazardous substances in them. Okay, then comes the safety promotion, means training and education, safety communication. So it is very important for any pharmaceutical industries, as already discussed with you, that they should do the time to time training of the employee. Whenever a new employee is enrolled or in a particular industry, so it is a duty of companies to do the training of that particular new employee, so as to make him understand what all procedures, what all equipments, what all types of machines are used in the company. Then safety communication, safety communication is again very much important whenever safety promotion is concerned. Person who is working in any of the industries for the safety purpose, he should wear a proper type of a dress while ever he or she is working in an industry, so that makes them secure from any type of risk or any type of hazardous activity. So it is very much important for the companies as well to issue certain types of guidelines, so a employee should or have to abide by that guidelines whenever he or she is working in a particular industry. Okay, now comes the benefit of health, safety and management system. So this part is very easy, that what are the benefits? So of course the benefit is proactively benefit identifies the safety hazards. It improves the statutory compliances, statutory compliances. They are proactively address the safety risk, prevents accidents and incidents, it improves the employee morale, reduces the organizational financial burden. So this again is very much important whenever these are certain types of benefits that any pharmaceutical industries have whenever they have a management system. So one thing I would like to mention here in the blank screen is how see in if you have seen my previous lectures, so I have just mentioned a few things to be understood, that in any pharmaceutical industries, okay, so it is very much important to understand the four pillars of the safety management system that we have already discussed, that is the safety policy, safety risk management, safety assurance, and safety promotion. So apart from this, there is a hierarchy of control. Hierarchy of control says like this. I'm just writing the heading. So this is the hierarchy of control. Okay, so what is hierarchy of control? So a hierarchy of control have the elimination, it has the substitution, it have the engineering control, it have the administrative control, and it has the double PE. So I'm just mentioning one by one everything. The first one is, as you can see here, okay, the first of the hierarchy is the elimination. I'm just telling you what is it. Elimination, then comes the substitution, then comes the engineering control, then comes the administrative control, and at last it is PPE, that is protect the worker with the personal protective equipment. So what is the elimination part is? So elimination is the physical remove the hazard. So whenever you are removing any physical hazard, so it is very much मतलब ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा क्या होता है कि एक direct contact होता है between the hazard and between the employer. Okay, so it is this part is more effective. Then comes the substitution, whenever you are replacing the hazard. So this part is again comes under the most effective one, when you are replacing the hazard. Then comes the engineering control. Engineering control says the isolate the people from hazard, whenever you are isolating the people from hazard. So this one is again important. Then comes the administrative control, means how you change the way people are working, how you give time to time training to them. Then protect the worker from the personal protective equipments, means how you protect the person. Okay, so elimination, it is the most effective control where to bring the risk at the negligible level. But in most of the cases, means in most of the pharmaceutical industries, it is difficult to implement in the existing system or process. So it may be implemented during the designing phase, whenever you are designing, and it is also not very cost effective, means it is an expensive part of this whole control system. Then comes the substitution of hazard. As already told you that in this particular control part, the risk control method, it is very effective and it can be implemented in the existing process. As you have seen that elimination के time पे आप मतलब कि इसको प्रोसेस में नहीं एग्जीक्यूट कर पाते हो, नहीं इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाते हो, बट सब्सटीट्यूट दी हज़ार्ड में ये आप प्रोसेस के दौरान ही इसको आप इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हो. ओके, सो सब्सटीट्यूटिंग द वेरी हाईली you can say hazardous substances or chemical with a non-hazardous one. So it is very one of the most good idea of any pharmaceutical industries to have the substitute the hazard. जो बहुत ज़्यादा hazardous है उसको substitute कर दो with the less hazardous. Yes, but actually when you do this thing now, when you are substituting the hazard, so it is quite expensive. Okay, then comes the isolate the hazards. So isolate the hazard says that the risk control method, it is mostly used by all the organizational and effective method for reducing the risk at any level of isolating the hazard. So what does this engineering control have? So it generally it provides the independent very high level of protection to the occupant, as it prevent the direct interaction with them. Now comes the administrative control, means this one. Okay, so administrative control, it is very less effective method of risk control, and it depends upon how the behavior, means how the employees are working. Okay, how they are taking care of their own, means how they are taking the safety precautions. Okay, so this and the last one is the PPP, that is the personal protective equipment. So students in interviews in MCQs, this full form of PPP is always asked. So it is a personal protective equipment. So I'm just mentioning here, you can note it down somewhere for the better understanding, because in examination they can ask you this thing, what is the full form of PPE. So PPE, it is a personal protective equipment. Okay, equipment. So it is considered as the very last line of the defense, and it should not be considered during the risk management, but still it is an important. Why? Because it provides the barrier between the hazards and the employee that is working after the failure of all the above controls. So this is the hierarchy of the control system. So it is again very important. So you must be aware of that hierarchy system, because in examination they can ask you this. So that brings to the end of the lecture. I hope you have understood the lecture. If you have any doubt, any queries related to the lecture, you can simply leave your queries in the comment section below. You can follow ITLS Academy on different portals. You can subscribe ITLS Academy on YouTube and press the bell icon. And you can visit our website, that is www.itlsacademy.com, if you have any queries related to enroll in any of the courses that ITLS Academy gives. So you can visit this website for better understanding. So this is our helpline as well as the WhatsApp number, so you can simply call on this number and get updated. So thank you for watching. Yes student, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and thank you again for watching. Thank you.